After finishing their talk, Mark decided to leave the facility and head home. Later, Mark arrived home with his hands in his pockets. He had stopped flying blocks earlier and walked the rest, trying to clear his mind, but when he opened the door, the tension hit him again. Amber was sitting on the living room couch, arms crossed, eyes puffy, jaw tight. "You're back. Amber, it's good to see you. We just took care of Anissa." "Yeah, speaking of that, there's something I need to tell you." She stood up slowly, her gaze serious. "Mark, I was seconds away from being crushed like a fly by that woman. Do you know what that's like?" "I know, and I'm sorry. You don't know how much it hurts me that I couldn't protect you like I should have." "I know it wasn't your fault, but at the same time, I know this isn't going to change. No matter how many times you save the world, something worse will always come. And every time I'll be the helpless civilian, the one who waits, the one who could die." "Amber, I don't want you to live in fear, but I also can't stop doing this. I can't ignore everything that's happening. And I can't keep waiting for you to come back covered in blood, or not come back at all. The best thing is for us to take different paths, Mark." There was a long silence after that comment while she wiped the tears from her eyes. "I don't hate you. In fact, it hurts more to do this because I still love you, but I need to take care of myself. I want to live." "I understand, and I swear I'll never stop caring about you. But if this is what you need, I'll accept it." Amber approached, gave him one last kiss on the cheek, then walked out the door. Mark stood in the middle of the living room staring at the floor, feeling this was one more reminder of everything at stake. The next day, Goku flew over the city at high speed until he reached the headquarters of the Guardians of the Globe. He was greeted by Black Samson and Shapesmith, who greeted him somewhat confused because they had been gathered so suddenly. "It's great to see you. Cecil is busy with something, so he asked me to talk to all of you about what's going on." "Whatever it is, it must be urgent to bring us all together so early." "The thing is, a Viltrumite was captured. Her name is Anissa. She tried to force Mark to conquer Earth for her empire, and according to what she said in the cell, she won't be the last to come." The group grew uneasy at that revelation, especially Adam Eve, who had already heard something from Mark. He had called her last night after what happened with Amber to talk about it, but hadn't mentioned the Viltrumite incident in such detail. According to her, 3 of the worst enemies are coming: Conquest, Craig, and Thrag, the leader of the Viltrumites. The entire Earth will be in danger, and I'm not talking about fights like the ones you faced. This time, millions could die if we're not ready. And you think we can do something against guys like that? I don't know. But if we fight together and everyone trains, I know you can all give it your best. Even if you don't fight the Viltrumites directly, you'll have to defend the helpless people. Besides, you're not alone. I'll be here to fight by your side." "And do you think you'll be able to handle them all?" "Yes. Don't you think it'll be a heavy task to deal with that?" "If I have to, I will. Not out of arrogance, but because it's what I must do. I've fought beings who destroyed planets for fun, and I've beaten them. I'm sure I can fight Thrag and anyone else." "Then there's hope." "Yes, but we still need to train and prepare. We can't get overconfident, so starting today, we'll push harder." After Goku's words, the group of heroes stared at him, some doubtful, others determined, but all knew that what lay ahead would be the biggest battle of their lives, and they trusted that Goku would help them. For that reason, Goku stepped forward and, with a relaxed smile, placed his hands on his hips. "All right, I've been thinking about all this, and I concluded that if we want this planet to endure, it's not enough for 1 or 2 of us to train. We need all of you to improve, to fight at your maximum. So this time, I'll push you to the limit by showing you my true power." "There's more? Your power is already difficult to quantify even with my state-of-the-art sensors. But I admit it's a good idea. Your results so far are undeniable." "Then, when do we start?" "Right now." Just as they were about to begin training, a noise made everyone turn to see what it was. To everyone's surprise, Mark entered, bursting through the door with a new energy on his face. A mix of determination and melancholy, the gleam of someone who has made a hard but necessary decision. "Wait! I'm going to." Everyone looked at him surprised, especially Adam Eve, who stepped forward to be near Mark. "Are you sure you want to do this today? After what happened with Amber?" "Precisely why I'm here. I'm not going to keep letting others fight my battles. If I want to protect my family, my friends, this planet, I have to stop doubting. So I want you to train me, Goku, harder than ever." Goku looked at him with a slight but sincere smile, stepping up to him and placing a hand on his shoulder. "I like your spirit, Mark, but if you're going to train with me seriously, I also need to show something to all of you. Something you probably already know." "Show what?" "Something only a few here have seen, but I feel it's necessary for you to be aware of what's coming, so pay close attention." The heroes didn't understand what he was talking about, but they watched Goku attentively to try to grasp it. At that instant, Goku took a deep breath, and slowly his ki began to rise. A breeze began to stir, and an energy hum grew louder as well. Everyone stepped back a bit when the air around them changed, as if something were about to emerge. It was an overwhelming sensation, unlike anything they had ever experienced. Suddenly, his black hair stood on end, and then exploded into a golden glow. Goku's golden aura ignited like a contained stun. His eyes turned green, and his hair became pure gold. Now an intense pressure filled the entire room. However, Goku controlled the energy perfectly. He didn't crack the floor, nor burst the walls. It was a manifestation of pure power. "This is the Super Saiyan." The Guardians of the Globe stepped back with mouths agape. Even a human as long-lived as immortal was left speechless, having never seen such overwhelming power in all his years. Robot focused all his sensors on Goku to try to understand his new state, while Shrinking Ray could barely speak. "I've never seen anything like it. It's like pure energy. Even though I'd seen it before, I still can't believe it. It's like standing in front of a hurricane, but 1,000 times worse. His energy is so superior. I've never seen anything like it." "And that's holding you back, right?" "Something like that. But I'm sure this will give you a very clear idea of the power you'll face." Everyone was paralyzed, even though Goku showed no hostility, because his energy was too much for their senses. Even the air around them vibrated, as if the place itself were affected by his ki. "I know this can be overwhelming, but if you want a chance against what's coming, you have to get used to this. You have to train amid this pressure and face me. Remember, I didn't come here to scare you. I came to help you. But that also means I have to show you what it truly means to fight with everything." "Then I'll start." Because of his comment, everyone present looked at Mark in some surprise, even Goku. "I've already lost a lot. But what hurts most is knowing that if Thrag or Conquest arrives, I won't be ready. I don't want anyone else to suffer because of my weakness. If you believe I can improve, then I'm willing to face you." "That's what I wanted to hear." Mark trembled slightly, but nonetheless kept moving slowly toward Goku and let out a battle cry, launching himself at full speed toward him and throwing the first punch. His fist was stopped instantly by Goku, yet Mark couldn't help but smile with pride at his own attitude. "Well done! Don't stop!" Hearing that, Mark lunged again, this time with a series of faster blows, using techniques Goku had previously taught him, a spinning kick and mid-air direction changes. Goku blocked everything with ease, but his eyes reflected respect, for each of Mark's attacks was more refined and stronger. It doesn't seem to matter to him. The difference. Mark is giving it his all to become stronger. Are they really serious? It's not just that. It's like Goku was guiding him instead of merely fighting him. The clash of blows continued while the others watched. When Goku decided to strike, Mark received a blow that sent him into a wall, but he stood up immediately with a smile. "I won't stop." "Then let's continue. I promise you'll become stronger until you live up to your name, Invincible." At that moment, the others felt strong inspiration seeing how Mark fought against Goku. It was clear to them that they were not facing a god or an unknown being. They were facing someone who fought to protect, to teach, and to bring out the best in them. "Whatever. If my destiny is to fight the Viltrumite elite, then I'll go all out too." If Mark can withstand that training, maybe we're not as far off as we think. If he does it, so will I. Adam Eve rose, activating her energy field, while Duplicate created 5 replicas and positioned herself to attack. Rex charged his explosives, and Samson cracked his knuckles. "We're ready." Then come at me, all of you! I want to see what you're made of! Thus began the toughest training of all. The Guardians launched themselves at Goku in a coordinated offensive, just as he had taught them in all the previous sessions. Goku smiled while dodging, blocking, correcting mistakes mid-fight, raising the difficulty little by little to push them. Each of them improved with every attempt, every clash, every fall, and every scratch. For hours, the training turned into a fight filled with inspiration, a symbol of what humanity could become if it strove to reach the impossible. Goku was not just training them, he was teaching them to show their true fighting spirit. And in his mind, a single idea shone. If they want to face the Empire, they'll have to surpass themselves like never before. And I'll be here with them until the end.